I'm very pleased to take part in today's ceremony. This is an international project called Garden of Memory in Russia, and it's gonna be for the first time on interactive map of that project that South Africa will be shown on that map. So the aim of the project is to plant overall 27 million trees in memory of those who fought against Nazism and died in World War II in Russia. And it gives me special pleasure to take part in this ceremony here today in Cape Town, as we also honor the memory of those South Africans who fought in World War II as well. More than 300,000 South Africans participated in that war, and they made a significant contribution towards the victory over Nazism. So many of them were coming from the region of modern Western Cape, and I think it's vital to keep the memory alive and to pay tribute to those who fought and to those who died in that war, for us to live and for younger generations. Also, this ceremony today coincided with world-known Cape Town Jazz Festival, and we are honored by the presence of one of our greatest jazz artists in Russia, Igor Butman, who will be giving a performance on the stage with his orchestra during the festival today. Yeah,
so
and
he planted the tree?
And he planted one of the trees, and also another thing is that we chose among the trees to be planted, we chose some South African indigenous trees and some Russian trees, so that it symbolizes the friendship between Russia and South Africa. I think that once again, our message is that we need to be straightforward about history and to do our utmost, for younger generations to understand historical realities and what it was like in World War II. And ceremonies like that help everybody a lot to understand the truth about it.
When we talk about the 27 million Russians who fought against Nazism and fascism, this is so important to remember them. They look down on us. We have the hands, we have the eyes, we have the spirit to plant trees for them to look down on the beautiful trees. I want to tell you a little bit about these trees, Your Excellency. Last year in May, there was a homeless community staying in the corner of the castle. You will remember, yeah? And one of the projects that we had with them to restore their dignity, and that they are also they also contribute to society even if they are poor, is they planted these trees. So today when you plant these trees, it's one community, it's one struggle against Nazism, against bigotry, against poverty, against unemployment, against ignorance. So today we plant these 6 trees in remembrance of those who sacrificed their lives. There were South Africans also sacrificed their lives, but probably when that image of that flag, when the Reichstag flag was taken away, is probably the most defining moment in human history. That I cannot define. And I know our history books tells us a different story, lies, half lies, and untruth. But that was the defining moment for humanity. But having said that, in conclusion, today we are again at a very difficult moment in the world, where imperialism is taking its last kicks, and when a horse dies, it wants you to die with that horse. It kicks you. Beware the kick of the dying horse. So it's all of us here who remember the 27 million people who sacrificed their lives, who look down on us. We look up to them, plant the trees in remembrance. It is because of that common humanity and that common spirit to fight all evil in the world. So thank you. I can speak for another hour, but I know where's the jazz man? He has a rehearsal at 11 o'clock, isn't it? So we will not interrupt. So I'll give over to His Excellency to
Anastasia.
Oh, Anastasia? the next step. Thank you very much and welcome here.
My name is Anastasia. I'm represent movement Volunteers Victory. Today we are with our Russian people and South African people playing trees about the people who die in the war during the First and Second World War. This is very important for us because it's Russian people together, families, children and father and mother come and make it these important things for all our generation. The important things also, because Russian and South African together, one things, one power, make it this, because it's only work if we do together.
The significance of this event is we must remember and be proud of what happened in 1941, 1945 when Russia won against Nazis, so with the whole world. And we pay the tribute to the heroes and people who suffered and who died for us to be here and be able to perform, to live a full life. So that's why we plant the trees all over Russia, all over the world. So we plant the trees in Greece, in the United States, and in Canada, because it's one of the actions that we are doing in the memory of our people that died. 27 million people officially died in that war from Russian side. That's so it's very important. Here in South Africa, in Cape Town, the country that went through a lot of different troubles as well, we all pay tribute to our people who lived for us. So we have to live for them, and we have to make sure that everybody remember and knows that they were here. The first time I was there, almost a little bit more than a year. First of all as a tourist, then at the Cape Town Jazz Festival with my quartet. I met beautiful people. It's a beautiful country. We were very happy that this is a friendly country, that we understand what we're fighting for. They see the whole picture, so we can talk on the same level, on the same views, and every country has a problem, and we can solve this problem together with the friendship, with talk, with the exchange of culture, education, sport, everything. That's what I tell people in Russia, and that's why we come back. And I brought it last time I was with quartet. Now it's a 17-piece jazz orchestra. I have a band that contains 17 like fairly young jazz musicians. The youngest is 20 years old, trumpet player. The oldest is our bass trombonist, who's been with the band for more than 20 years, and he's 66. He's the oldest guy. I'm the second oldest guy. So we have young musicians, 20, 25 years old. Musically, we're going to explode some of the Russian songs, some Russian folk songs that we turn into like rhythm jazz masterpieces. It's been recorded on a few albums that we have. So we have some original composition of mine. We have a great vocalist. She's half Russian, half Dominican. And we have, she's Lady Fantini. She's has an amazing voice and knowledge of jazz. And we have an amazing blind piano player who can sing, who can play classical music, who can play jazz. I mean, not that he can play. He's a genius in all the styles, and also we expect him to sing something in Afrikaans.
Oh, thank
yes,
you.
he knows many languages. So you have a great musicianship. You have an interesting repertoire. Baradin, Mussorgsky, Rachmaninoff, and some jazz standards, and my composition. So we brought the talent, we brought youth, and we brought spirit and soul from Russia.